So, yes, that is a clock spiral behind me. So, today I would like to talk about rhythm or pacing. It is one of the most important variables in life that I prioritize. Now, why and how does that affect the voice? Well, it's an insight that came to me 7 years ago when I had a trauma incident and I spent a lot of time in the monastery, silent retreats. I needed that space to reestablish my rhythm. And to do that, I had to first acknowledge where I was. Let me say that again. First, I had to acknowledge where I was. So at that time, I felt like I needed to do things very slowly, speak very slowly, or not speak at all, even do dishes slowly. It was incredibly supportive to be in that environment with others who were doing similar things. We were being mindful, that was the word. But for me, it was acknowledging the rhythm that I was at. It was an important step because then I could spiral from there or make the leap from where I was to a more normal, quote unquote, day to day pacing interactions and be able to have conversations with people. At times, I still have to retreat back to check in with where I am and slow down if I need to. And then when I'm ready, I will make the leap and speak to people, resonating with them at where they are. Conversations is such an intricate activity, as I found out during that time. You know, there's also a concert of rhythm going on simultaneously at all times. Your heart is pumping blood at a particular rhythm, right? And there's the external rhythm, and there's also the internal, right? I think acknowledging the pacing of all these different parts really helps. Our voice, it's a good indicator. When I'm talking really, really fast and can hardly catch my breath and not even taking a pause, and pauses are very important, that's an indicator, right? The opposite is true. When I'm speaking too slowly and almost awkwardly, right? Yes. I imagine the mind spiral being very, very big as I'm talking slowly, right? But when I'm talking very, very fast, the mind spiral becomes very, very small and almost wound up so tightly. We have that saying, right? They're all indicators. So another memorable experience with rhythm was busking for me one day with a violin at Penn Station in New York, or street performing, another term for busking. There was that usual hustle and bustle. I just remember I slowed my inner rhythm down, and whatever I played didn't matter. I noticed other people's inner rhythm slow down as well. They walked calmer. So the voice is an indicator, but it's also a tool. Yes? In that case, I slowed down my inner pacing and used it to affect my audience's inner pacing. So So the same thing with the voice. You can slow it down or talk much faster and see what kind of effect can take place. So with any new routine, there is always this period of establishing a sustainable, if you will, pacing, such as this YouTube station. So last week I started off filming every day. And this week I'm trying out 3 times a week and see how that'll affect my life, because I'm not just making YouTube videos, not yet. I have to work with the other layers of this composition that is my life. I also busk. I teach drama to disability students. I brush my teeth, I cook, and I take care of my little cat, who's not so little. All of this, it's an orchestral piece I'm working with. Adding layers, taking away layers, condensing. And on that note, comment below any memorable experiences you've had with rhythm. And like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And on that note, I wish you a rhythmic day.